It's all covered in today's China Truths.
Recently, many areas across North China have been continuously battered by hot and humid weather. In several places, temperatures have exceeded 40 degrees, with Zhengzhou, Henan province, recording a scorching high of 44 degrees C. In Shijiazhuang, Hebei province, local authorities opened 7 underground shelters for residents to escape the heat. According to historical records, during the Qianlong era of the Qing dynasty, North China experienced an extreme heat wave, with temperatures in Beijing reaching 44.4 degrees C for 12 consecutive days, causing tens of thousands of deaths, a summer considered the hottest in China's history. So, just how hot is this summer? It's so hot that 38 degrees C has become the new normal. Even the usually cool northeast region is now burning. Since the beginning of the year, China has endured repeated widespread heat waves, with many areas breaking historical temperature records. According to the latest meteorological data, in provinces like Shandong, Hebei, Henan, and Jiangsu, temperatures exceeding 40 degrees C are no longer rare. Even the coldest parts of the country, Heilongjiang, Jilin, and Liaoning, are experiencing rare dry and hot weather, with temperatures surpassing 35 degrees C. Even Mohe, a village near the Arctic Circle, has recorded new temperature highs. The extreme heat has forced many university students in Shandong and Jiangsu to sleep overnight on the floors of libraries or supermarkets just to escape the unbearable dormitory heat. At one university in Shandong, a dormitory manager sadly died from heat stroke, drawing even more public concern over the severe weather conditions.
Do you
know how hot it was in Beijing today? It's already past 11 a.m., and it feels like it's around 38 or 39 degrees C, maybe even close to 40 degrees C. I just had a meal with a friend downtown, and I was drenched in sweat from head to toe. It was unbearably hot. I thought I'd avoid going out during the day and instead have dinner out in the evening when it might be cooler. But turns out the night is just as hot. Oh my God, how hot is it in your city today? Beijing is truly hot and humid, sticky, stuffy, and extremely uncomfortable. How hot is it in Hangzhou? It's so hot that even birds are getting their feet burned. They don't dare walk unless it's on the white stripes of crosswalks. Recently, temperatures in Zhengzhou, Henan province, have hovered around 40 degrees C. Many laborers have been seen removing their protective gear and sleeping inside subway stations just to escape the heat. Under the scorching sun, even the streetlights seem to emit a strange glow. Just looking at them feels terrifying, as if they might explode at any moment. Ice blocks are currently being unmolded continuously due to soaring demand amid the scorching weather. They sell out as fast as they're made. In extreme heat, this type of ice can stay cold for at least 6 hours. Just how hot is it in Hanan? I was merely standing here waiting for the traffic light, not even moving, and I was already drenched in sweat. I don't even know what to say. How on earth did my shoes— oh my God, the glue melted from the heat. This is seriously too hot. The weather in Xi'an isn't any better. A bit of traffic congestion on the highway is enough to make people exclaim, "It's killing me." According to meteorological reports in Hanan, from the 14th to the 16th, the province will enter a peak heat wave period. In over half the region, temperatures are expected to exceed 40 degrees C, with some areas possibly matching or even breaking historical records. Zhengzhou alone is forecasted to hit a sweltering 44 degrees C on the 15th, and even the lowest nighttime temperature may reach 33 degrees C, an extremely rare number in weather data. Under the scorching sun, many objects have been heated to the point of spontaneous combustion. Reflected sunlight from a stainless steel basin ignited a pair of pants in less than 20 seconds. The pavement at noon is so hot it can burn your feet. In Xi'an, the meteorological station issued an orange heat warning at 9:29 a.m., forecasting temperatures between 37 degrees C and 39 degrees across many districts, with some areas possibly exceeding 40 degrees C. In the following days, the intensity of the heat is expected to rise further, possibly reaching 42 degrees C. Many people exclaimed in disbelief, "It's terrifyingly hot. Even the car feels like it wants to talk from the heat." And This is the most extreme weather I've ever experienced. Some people even conducted an experiment with raw eggs. At 1 p.m., the hottest time of day, they cracked a raw egg onto a car windshield to see if it could fry under the sun. After more than 2 hours, the egg was fully cooked. This is the extreme weather in Hanan, unbearably hot and beyond imagination, leaving people unsure whether to laugh or cry. Let me show you what kind of weather this is. Oh. My God, it's actually cooked. According to aggregated reports from mainland Chinese media, starting 12th July, a large-scale heat wave accompanied by high humidity will blanket many regions. From 11 to 17 July, the heat will intensify across eastern northwest China, North China, and the Huanghui Plain. Beginning on the 13th, southern provinces will also enter their peak period of heat and humidity, with the worst expected between the 13th and the 16th. Provinces such as Shanxi, Hebei, Henan, Shandong, Anhui, Hubei, Hunan, Sichuan, and Chongqing are forecast to see temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius. The hottest core zones, southern Hebei, Henan, the Guangdong Basin in Shanxi, and western Hubei, will endure especially prolonged, intense heat, frequently topping 40 degrees Celsius. The 15th is predicted to be the most extreme day, when areas like the Guangdong Basin, Henan, Shandong, and Hebei may register 40 to 42 degrees Celsius, with isolated spots reaching 42 to 44 degrees Celsius, rare readings in meteorological history. One of the harshest heat waves on record occurred during the Qianlong era of the Qing dynasty, when North China suffered an extraordinarily brutal summer. So friends, just how hot is Henan? You don't even need a weather forecast. One look at me tells the story. I just put our shiitake mushrooms and dried yard-long beans out to dry, then hauled out my quilt and pillows as well. See this pillow? Over there are the quilt and bedsheet. Can you spot them? I've gone up and down 3 times, only 3 trips, yet I'm drenched in sweat that simply won't stop. I rode the lift from the 8th to the 10th floor, then climbed 3 flights of stairs. The distance isn't far, but after 3 runs I'm soaked. Wiping the sweat is useless. It just keeps dripping. Henan really is unbearably hot. Let me show you just how scorching it is. This is an ear of corn. Ow, look how hot it is. Many people are sharing scenes from their fields. Corn and other crops are withering completely. Ongoing heat combined with prolonged drought is inflicting severe agricultural losses. Farmers in Hanan and Heilongjiang lament that they may lose their entire harvest this year and pray for rain to save their crops. Please, heaven, have mercy on the people. Give us a way to live. The plea echoes under the blistering sun. Videos show corn wilting, leaves yellowing, stalks stunted, soil cracked, and plants losing their green. Even if it rains now, it's too late. The corn has lost its color. It's finished, people say. Some fields are nothing but dry sand. Corn roots can't hold, and even if they struggle on, the bases have hardened and can't grow. Residents keep looking skyward, praying for rain. Without it, all efforts will be in vain. Someone exclaimed, "This plot is so dry I don't even want to farm anymore. Truly terrified, I dare not keep cultivating." Parched cornfields leave farmers in despair, waiting for a saving downpour that no one knows when or if it will arrive.
It's all covered in today's China Truths.
Recently, many parts of mainland China have been hit by an unprecedented heat wave, with heat stroke becoming a trending topic online. In the past week alone, the 120 Emergency Center in Changsha, Hunan, dispatched ambulances 105 times due to heat-related illnesses. In Shenzhen, over 120 people called 120 emergency services due to heat stroke within just 30 days. Online rumors claim that a crematorium in Hebei cremated over 160 bodies in 2 days, and a small county in Shandong has over 100 people waiting for cremation services. Some netizens say hundreds have died from the heat in Linyi, and residents in various regions report multiple deaths due to extreme heat. 122 people in Shenzhen called 120 for heat stroke in 30 days. On July 7th, Guangdong News via Tencent Video reported that according to data from the Shenzhen Emergency Medical Center, from June 7 to the present, 122 people in Shenzhen called 120 for heat stroke in the span of a month. Of those, 78 were taken to hospitals for emergency treatment, and 9 cases were classified as severe. Most incidents occurred outdoors, in high-temperature settings like construction sites and food service areas. The progression of symptoms usually follows the pattern: prodromal heat exhaustion, mild heat exhaustion, and then severe heat stroke, with the most critical stage being heat stroke. Doctors emphasize that heat stroke is extremely dangerous, with a mortality rate of up to 70%. If a patient's body temperature is not effectively reduced within 6 hours, the likelihood of multi-organ failure rises to 83%. For every 0.5 degrees C increase in body temperature, the mortality rate triples. Physicians noted that young and middle-aged adults are the primary affected group. Guangdong issues 142 high-temperature warnings on July 8th. On July 8th, a total of 142 high-temperature warning signals were in effect across Guangdong province. In Shenzhen, temperatures ranged from 33 degrees to 37 degrees, with heat indices feeling scorching to extreme. Guangzhou also continued to experience persistent high temperatures. The city's meteorological bureau issued an orange-level heat warning for July 8th, stating that the perceived daytime temperature would reach 40 degrees. By 10 o'clock a.m., the blazing sun had already driven surface temperatures outdoors to over 60 degrees C. According to Sina Finance, on July 6th, the emergency department of the 3rd Affiliated Hospital of Guangzhou Medical University, Huangpu Campus, received a 34-year-old man suffering from heat cramps due to severe heat. Upon arrival, the man was experiencing full-body convulsions, muscle weakness, and undetectable blood pressure. He was diagnosed with kidney damage and rhabdomyolysis, muscle breakdown. After emergency treatment, he was stabilized and transferred to the intensive care unit for further observation. Surge in heat stroke-related emergency calls across many regions. According to a July 6 report by Shanxiang Metropolitan Daily, Changsha's 120 Emergency Center dispatched ambulances 105 times in the past week due to heat stroke and related conditions. The ICU at Changsha's traditional Chinese medicine hospital has recently admitted 5 patients suffering from severe heat stroke. Since the beginning of this year, Nanjing's emergency services have received 138 calls related to heat stroke, an increase compared to the same period last year. The head dispatcher explained, "Just since July, we've treated 65 patients requiring emergency care due to heat stroke, including several severe heat stroke cases." Wenzhou Evening News reported that a truck driver suffered heat stroke after the temperature inside his vehicle soared above 41 degrees, causing him to fall unconscious. He was rushed to the hospital, where doctors diagnosed him with heat stroke. The official Wuhan Release public account reported that on the afternoon of July 5th, a 73-year-old man in Wuhan's Jianghan district collapsed from heat stroke and fell into a coma after refusing to use air conditioning during a prolonged heat wave, relying only on an electric fan. He was later diagnosed with heat stroke. Hebei and Shandong netizens, over 160 bodies cremated in 2 days, small-town crematorium has over 100 waiting in line. A netizen from Hebei commented, "An elderly relative in my family just passed away and was cremated today. By 11 a.m. this morning, over 40 bodies had already been cremated, and the queue had reached number 90. The staff said they cremated more than 70 bodies yesterday. This kind of weather is deadly for the elderly."